The Troll-Proof Creator. How to read your comments without losing your mind. A field guide to scrolling your comment section without letting one cruel line hijack your whole day. You post a video you're genuinely proud of. 98 comments are lovely. 2 are vicious. Guess which 2 you're still thinking about at 1 a.m. This isn't a personality flaw. It's how brains are wired to weight negative information more heavily than positive. A bias psychologists have documented for decades. The good news is that reading comments well is a trainable skill with actual rules. Not a trait some creators are born with and others aren't. Treat it like you'd treat lighting or thumbnails. Something you get better at on purpose. Why one bad comment outweighs 50 good ones? There's a real mechanism behind this, and knowing it helps. Your brain scans for threats faster than it registers praise. A survival trait that made sense when the threat was a predator, not a stranger typing, "This is mid" from their couch. A kind comment gets filed as expected. A cruel one gets flagged as urgent. That's why you can read 40 nice comments in 10 seconds, but replay one nasty line for 3 days. Once you know the lopsidedness is automatic, you can stop treating it as evidence the comment was accurate and start treating it as a glitch to root around. The math that actually matters. If 2% of comments on a healthy post are hostile, that's not a verdict on your work. It's a normal ratio for anyone posting publicly at any scale. The ratio doesn't shrink as you grow. It just produces bigger raw numbers. Judge the percentage, not the pile. The 3-bucket sort: fans, feedback, noise. Not all comments deserve the same energy. Before you reply to anything, sort what you're looking at. This single habit does more for your mental health than any affirmation ever will, because it turns an emotional flood into a short, manageable task list. The trap most creators fall into is treating noise like feedback, spending 20 minutes crafting a thoughtful response to someone who is never going to engage in good faith. That energy belongs to your actual audience. The people who'll eventually click through to a live example store or your own storefront and buy something. When to read, and the one rule about nighttime: constant refreshing is the real problem, not the comments themselves. If you check every notification the second it lands, you're volunteering for a slot machine relationship with your own audience. Sometimes it pays out warmth, sometimes it pays out cruelty, and your nervous system never gets to relax between pulls. Instead, batch it. Pick 1 or 2 fixed windows a day, e.g., 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. No notifications, no drive-by checking. Never open comments in the hour before bed. A cruel line at 11 p.m. has nothing useful to do except keep you awake. Turn off push notifications for comments entirely. A badge count is enough. Before replying to anything sharp, wait at least 1 full reading window. Most urges to clap back fade by the next check-in. If a thread is spiraling, pile-on brigading, close the app and revisit with a clear head, not mid-scroll, once a week. Skim only the feedback bucket from your notes and see if a pattern points to a real product fix. The reply you never send. Write the defensive reply. Get it out of your system. Then delete it. And, if anything, send something short and neutral, or nothing at all. The version you draft in the heat of the moment is for you, not for them. It lets your brain finish the argument it wants to have without actually starting a public fight that only rewards the troll with more attention and gives your genuine fans a worse experience reading your feed. A one-line, "appreciate the perspective," or simply moving on almost always ages better than the clapback you're tempted to post. The comment section is not a courtroom. You don't owe anyone a verdict, and nobody's waiting for your closing argument. Turn feedback into product, not into a wound. Here's the part most just ignore the haters' advice skips. Some comments are genuinely useful market research, and dismissing everything as noise wastes free insight. If 3 different people ask whether your ebook covers a specific scenario, that's not an attack. That's a signal to add a bonus module or a new product entirely. If people keep asking, do you have a cheaper option? Or, is there a payment plan? That's telling you something about your pricing ladder, not your worth as a creator. This is exactly why having a real storefront matters, separate from the comments themselves. When someone asks a question in your feedback bucket, the fastest way to actually answer it is to point them somewhere concrete. Create your store once, and you have one link, store.fan, where every answer lives. Your ebook, your course, your coaching calls, your free lead magnet. Instead of typing the same explanation in replies for the 10th time, you drop the link and let the storefront do the explaining. Build the wall before you need it. Thick skin isn't something you develop by taking more hits. It's something you build with structure before the hits land. That structure includes your reading schedule, your 3 buckets, your no nighttime rule, and it also includes having somewhere for your energy to go that isn't the comment section. A built-in inbox for replying to real customer questions, a customer list you actually own, and a storefront that converts curiosity into sales. That's the machinery that makes one troll's opinion feel small, because your actual business isn't sitting in that comment thread. It's running on store.fan, quietly, whether or not today's post got a mean reply. The redirect habit. Every time you feel the urge to argue with a troll, redirect that exact amount of energy into your storefront instead. Write one product description, answer one real customer question, tweak one price. You'll end the day with something built instead of something you regret typing. What actually changes as you grow? More followers means more comments, which means more raw hostile ones, even if the percentage stays flat. Creators who last treat this as a scaling problem to systemize, not a personal failing to overcome through sheer willpower. Some hire a moderator once volume justifies it. Some pre-write a short list of canned, neutral responses for the 5 most common bad faith comments, so there's zero decision fatigue in the moment. Some simply turn comments off on their most vulnerable posts and drive traffic to a storefront and email list instead, where the conversation is with people who already chose to be there. None of these are avoidance. They're just picking your battlefield on purpose instead of by default. The real point of all this. The goal was never to feel nothing when someone's cruel. That's not toughness, that's numbness. And it usually costs you your ability to feel the good comments too. The goal is a system sturdy enough that one bad comment stays one bad comment, instead of becoming the lens you view your whole week through. Read on a schedule. Sort before you react. Never reply at night. Turn real feedback into real product improvements on your storefront. Check pricing when you're ready to remove platform fees on what you sell. And if you ever get stuck setting any of this up, contact support. The systems around your business should be one less thing you have to white-knuckle through alone. Key takeaways. Negativity bias is a brain feature, not a personal weakness. The fix is a system, not thicker skin. Set a fixed reading window, once, maybe twice a day, and never scroll comments right before sleep. Sort feedback into 3 buckets. Fans, feedback, and noise. Only 2 of them deserve a reply. Never respond to a cruel comment in the first hour you see it. Write the reply, then sit on it. Your comment section is a sales signal too. The questions people ask are free product research. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan.